The purpose of this video is to help at least one person with their life, okay? I've been in a couple scenarios in my life where I've been at a rut and I was trying to figure out how to get out of there, whether it was business, relationship, friends, whatever it was, made me lose my mind, made me think like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what's really going on? 3 different ways to get out of it. The first way, initially, always, is you got to understand that your thoughts are not you, they're internal. Your situation is the 3D reality of the thoughts that you had for the past 6 months, for the past 3 months. The way that you get out of this is by creating a whole new fake reality in your head where everything is going your way. Imagine every single thing went your way today. When it came to you pouring your coffee, to what your girlfriend texted you, to what your mom texted you, to the location that you're at, to the car you're driving, to everything, every single thing in your life just working out for you, everything working out for you every single time. You trick yourself into believing that this current reality that you're in is fake. This is the fake one, and the one that's in your head is real, right? And I'm saying this sounds insane. I know this shit sounds insane, but I swear to God, if you live in your feeling, if you live in the feeling of everything in your head going right, what's happening right now is not happening. If it's bad, you need to change it immediately. Like, you have to say you just lost your girlfriend, say you lost your business, say you lost a friend, whatever it is. I think the one thing that I allow myself to believe every single time, just looking at all the L's and W's that I have in my life, is that I come back, I bounce back, and I bounce back harder every single time, right? So whether you're going through a rut, whether you're going through a low, whatever it is the only way that you could get out of it is to understand that your mental is not your thoughts. I have this client of mine, he had a marketing agency, okay? And he was making 4 or 5K a month. And then he got to a point where he wasn't making as much, right? So even in that scenario, you could think, oh, the business went to shit, or the fulfillment went to shit, but it's really like the subconscious thoughts behind that was tied to money. The feeling like he wasn't worth making that amount of money, or he didn't know what he was doing, which led to the conclusion of the business failing, because what happens after him thinking that he's not worth that is somehow his actions will lead to him not having that same amount of money, right? But even in your scenario, what you need to realize is that whether it's a girlfriend, again, whether it's a business, whether it's a friendship, if you think you deserve a certain level of success, if you think you deserve a certain level of location freedom, a certain level of time freedom, that's what your subconscious will align you to. If you're in a rut, you need to understand that you are in a rut and that you can get out of it, and that it's not too hard to get out of it, right? But as you allow yourself to trickle down this scenario of like, oh, this could go wrong, and this could go wrong, and this is going wrong, and this is going wrong, and I don't like life, and I don't like today, and I don't like this person, and I don't like this food, and I don't like... That's what you're gonna get out of life. Genuinely, what do you think you're gonna get out of life if every single thing that you're pointing out about that day, every single thing that you're pointing out about that day is negative? How are you gonna get something positive? The literal laws of the universe is you show gratitude for everything that you have. You show gratitude for everything that you have, whether it's bad or whether it's good. When I'm going through bad times, it's health, it's family, it's a roof over my head, it's food. Like, I'm healthy, I'm living, I'm alive, I'm Muslim, there's things that I could be happy about, things that I could be proud of, things that on the base level are more important than money, things that are more important than a relationship. It's like you have to get yourself back to that level of being like, I'm human, you get what I'm saying? And how do you thank God? If you thank God for, say, having an AMG, but you want a supercar, if you thank God every single day, thank you God, I have this AMG, thank you, you're cleaning that car, you're taking care of it, what do you think is gonna happen with your life if you do that for a long enough time and you grind? God's gonna be like, I gave him an AMG, he thanked me that much for it, he appreciated the world for it that much, he took care of the AMG. Then your work pays off and you get to a supercar. But if you're talking about this AMG, so shit, boom, 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 you're talking about it every single day, what do you think you're gonna attract out of life? You think God's gonna be like, oh yeah, let's give this guy a Ferrari? Like, no, you're just gonna get the Ferrari and you're gonna be depressed again. So it's like, you gotta realize, first off, number one is it's your mental model. Number one is always your mental model, okay? You could get out of any situation, always, and your thoughts is what's leading you there, so change your thoughts, okay? Number two is gratitude. If you don't thank God for what you have, God will take from you what you already do. He won't give you more, he will take from you what you do have. Once you understand gratitude, you're able to thank God for all the small things. You thanking God for all the small things. Imagine waking up every single day and you're just thanking God. Thank God for giving me fresh air. Thank God for having a roof on top of my head. Thank God for food. Thank God for my mom. Thank God for my brother. Thank God for my sister. Thank God for even things that you could be depressed, but you could have nothing going for you. You still have things to thank God for. You could breathe, bro. You have liquid in your eyes. You could blink. There's people that can't fucking blink. There's people that can't walk. There's people that can't talk. Like, what do you mean? Like, how are you gonna be bothered about some random shit? You can't get bothered about nothing, bro. You're still in a better scenario than a lot of fucking people, regardless of how bad your story was, regardless of what you went through, regardless of what scenario you're in right now. You're in a better scenario than a lot of fucking people. A lot of people would genuinely pray to be in your situation. Why are you not? And you think I'm lying. You think, oh, this is a cliche. Like, no, there's genuinely tens of thousands of people, brother. Tens of thousands of people that would choose to be you because of your exact scenario, because of how you look, because of how you act, because of how you talk, because of the roof on top of your head, because of the mom you have. You know how many people that I know? I literally have 3 friends that don't have a mom. Their mom passed away, or they can't talk to their mom. I could talk to my mom. I could call my mom. You could call your mom. I have friends that can't call their mom, that can't call their brother, that can't call their dad. You were blessed. You were eternally blessed. Fuck the money, fuck the relationships, fuck the business, anything. You are eternally blessed. God chose you. Number 3, you need to start making daily actions. Say for example, you were at 6K a month. You went broke. You went down to the bottom, right? Now, how could you possibly make steps towards that 6K? Again, you already controlled your thoughts. You're already changing. You're already living in the future reality. Number 2, you already shown gratitude. Number 3, you got to take steps toward where you want to get to. You got to realize, okay, why did I go down this tunnel? Why did I go down this funnel of losing my mind? Why did I go down this funnel of losing money, losing a girlfriend, losing a business, right? And then you want to say, okay, how do I switch that around? Genuinely, how do I switch? Let me break this shit the fuck down. Let me break this down. What did I do? How did I end up here? Say you were in a long, loving relationship. You got a little comfortable. You put on a little weight. You lost some money. You lost motivation. You lost who you were. All right, how do you get yourself back? Let's start hitting the gym. Let's start praying. Let's start reading. Let's start getting our mind together. Let's start finding ourselves. You get what I'm saying? So I'm saying, make every single step that you can in order to get you back to the point that you're at. Whether it's connections, whether it's friends, whether it's money, again, business, whatever it is. There's like 10, 15 steps that can get you back to that point. But what the thing is that I don't want you to get back to that point. I need you to get to the level on top of that, and the level on top of that, and the level on top of that. So say you're making 6K. Now let's go for 9K. Let's go for 9. You hit the bottom. Let's make something out of this. Let's make something out of this. God will literally rip you down to the bottom to build you again. God will literally, I'm trying to tell you, I've had this shit happen over and over and over. Every single time that I was going through it, I just knew this shit's coming with a win. If you lost something, there's a 90% chance that you became a different person. You would still be winning, you'd still be doing that thing, you'd still be living the exact life that you wanted to if you didn't change, right? The problem is that sometimes people get in relationships, people think that friends won't fuck them over, people think that business will just be comfortable all the time, and you keep making 1,000, or you keep making 500, or you keep making 10,000 or 5,000 a day. That's not how life works. You gotta pay rent every single day. And when I say rent, you gotta pay the price for the life that you live. Whether it's a car that you have, whether it's a condo, whether it's a girl, whether it's a business, whatever it is, you gotta pay the price to have that every single day. How do you have that? For different things, it's different, you know what I mean? So being a son, being a boyfriend, being a husband, being a business owner, being a CEO, all of it comes with responsibility every single day, and you gotta pay the price. It's either you pay the price or you lose what you have. And the most important part is you wanna build on what you have. You don't wanna lose it, right? But when you do lose it, I want you to understand every single time that it's a shift. It's a shift from God. God is trying to literally guide you down a different path. And I swear, like, this shit sounds so cliche. It's real. Every time I lost something, God gave me something better. Sometimes he does it in the most beautiful way. He's broken me in ways that I didn't think I could be broken until he did. And then I built on what I lost. And I was like, God, what are you trying to show me? Like, what are you trying to teach me? And then he gives me the biggest blessing. Biggest blessing after years of grinding, after months of grinding, after weeks of grinding. Like, it's like, this is what I was trying to show you this whole time. Get yourself out of the situation of what you're going through. Whether mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever it is. I need you to get out of that situation and live in a future reality. Live in a reality where everything is going your fucking way. And I'm not just saying going your way anymore, because now you hit the bottom, right? You're going through a part where you're losing yourself. You're losing your goddamn mind. You're like, hold on, what the fuck is going on? To be smart, to be wealthy, to be attractive, whatever it is, I think it broken down is a little more ego hitting. I feel like it just breaks your ego, because you're like, what the fuck? And the reason I can explain it like this and really get into it is because, boy, I faced this shit a couple times. You know what I mean? And I think the best part every single time also is with people. You're able to tell what people treat you the way, like, for example, if you're going through it, sometimes people will be able to see through it. You know what I mean? But there's certain people that will get on you and treat you like shit more for going through it. And there's other people that will see that weakness and be like, yo, I'm gonna make sure this person's good. Also be a person that makes sure that other people are good when they're going through it. That feeling, I don't think there's been a couple of times in the past, through like three to 5 years, that certain people just had me when I took a loss or when I was going through it, and I don't think I ever forget that shit. My mom says this saying that says, a friend in need is a friend indeed. At the time when I was younger, like, I was like, what type of random ass shit? But then you become older, you start realizing, say for example, say you got a supercar, everyone's congratulating you, whatever, you give a ride to every single person, everyone's glazing, woo. Now all of a sudden, you're on the highway, car tire is cooked, or so you crash it. Who's there? Who's there at that point? Who's there at the point that you don't got anyone? Who's there at the point where you gotta face life? Just you. Who got your back at that point? That dictates a lot. Because for me, I come back from everything and I live a better situation every single time. And I want you to understand that if you think like that 24/7, if you always think like that, that is what God will give you. that is what the universe will align with you. You bouncing back like a fuck. When I take a loss, and I want you to think about it exactly like this. God's just designing a monster. You're a fucking monster. You're a tiger when you're coming back. You're a dog. You don't give a fuck about nothing. You don't care. Like, it's you got that shit in your eyes. You got that shit in your blood. Like, you just hungry. You're like, I'm ready to go. Give me anything. I'm eating it. Like, you know what I mean? And it's just, when you get into that mode, it's over with. Nothing stopping you. God, your dream, your vision, and you be on dog mode, it's over with, man. You're gonna run laps around them, run laps around everyone. I want you to understand, if you could get your mental straight, live in the future. Number 2, show gratitude for every fucking thing that you have, everything. From the fingerprints on your hands, to your nails, to your eyes, to your eyebrows, to your mom texting you in the morning, to seeing your brother, to going to school, to the businesses that you built, the mind that you have, the look that you have, how you treat people, how you love people, how you care about people. Realize all the things about you. Appreciate yourself, appreciate life, appreciate the world, appreciate oxygen, appreciate everything, appreciate fucking rocks and fish. You got to that point, feeling this feeling of gratitude within yourself. And then, number 3, you build that step, you build that plan by plan, you build that plan on how you're gonna get back. And you work at it every single day. You don't lose your mind, you build yourself every single day on how you're gonna get back to there. Boom. One day after the other, one day after the other, one day after the other, week after week, month after month. Now all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. You're going through this period, you forget that you're even in that scenario. Now you look back 2 months later, 3 months later, 4 months later, usually there's just a rocket. There's just a rocket that just launches. I swear to God, there's a fucking rocket that launches. And when that rocket launches, boy, when that rocket launches, it's over with. It's over with. So, and then you're right back on top, right? And then you're right back winning more than you were winning before. And then you look back and you say, thank God. Thank you, God, for breaking me down. You know how many times, I swear to God, there's been about 3 times in my life where I genuinely looked back, I looked in the sky and I said, thank you for breaking me. Like, genuinely, thank you for fucking ruining everything. Because you ruining everything led to this shit, and I'd do anything to be at this point. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it, bro. I just want you to know that you got this. All you need is you. You don't need family, you don't need friends, you don't need nothing. Just books, maybe, God, you, yourself, your mind. Go on walks, think a lot, and write down, journal. Start keeping track of how you're improving your life every single day. And you'll come right back. You'll come right back, brother. Right back, I promise. 2026 is your year. Stop playing with yourself. Don't play with yourself.